Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I have found Iorlas, one of the guards of the Citadel.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Oh, believe me, you wish you had more time soon. While I appreciate your visit here, Pineleaf, I can't say that I appreciate these orders from Ormatar. This is a disgrace, but I must accept any orders from him. Still, a guard of the Citadel is not usually on cleaning duty. What did I do to deserve this? He said something about being short-handed. I see. Well, perhaps you wouldn't mind coming with me then. The work will go quicker with the two of us. Let us meet at the Bats in Southern Great Guest House when you are ready. Alright, fine. I'll meet you at the Southern Great Guest House. The Southern Great Guest House apparently has a few more people in it than the banquet hall did. Now, let's see if we could find the bats. They've got to be somewhere. I'll assume that they're going to be on the lower level. But where in the lower level, of course, is going to be the question. Let's head out this way. And we see lots of water here. Irla shakes his head at the bats as you enter. Anything wrong?
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the bats of the Southern Great Guest House. It's a rather lovely area when you do not have to work to do. I bet you and my brother get all the easy jobs from Ormatar. He's probably sitting at the Splinter Shield drinking a pint with his halfling friend. I'm not even supposed to be in the Citadel today. It was only Ormatar's chore that brought me here. Well, I suppose we should get to it then. Well, then let's see. We've got dirty drying cloth. Okay, looks like the drying cloths are all dirty. So they'll need to be replaced by clean ones. My brother spends all his time with his new hobbit friend. Have you seen Baragon lately? I certainly haven't. Well, actually, I was with him earlier doing chores in another hall. Apparently, almost done. Yeah, I know. He's not doing anything. Yep, they're brothers, all right. All right, so now what do I have to do? Oh, I've got to wash them. They'll need to be dried, of course. All right, there's one. It'll have to take 4 times through. There are 8 towels and only 4 washing. What, I'm doing 2 at a time or something? Is there also, of course, there's a rinse bucket. Rinsing? Oh, this I get to rinse them 4 at a time. All right. Now I guess I'll have to get dried somewhere. And does his son feel like neglected as I do? For my brother's lack of interest in family lately? Really?
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
We finished! I shall complain about my day to my brother the next time I see him. I apologize for taking my frustration out on you. These are difficult times, and I feel like I'm often ignored by both my family and superiors. What a pair. The chores are complete. Thank you for your help. I just received word that there is some sort of disturbance on the prowl. Perhaps a scuffle? Would you mind looking into that for me? Alright, fine. I'll see what's going on at the prowl then. I just hope it's not Pippin being picked up by a Nazgul. Ah! It looks like I found the scuffle, and look who it is. Iorlas and Baragon. I don't understand your jovial attitude, brother. How can you be happy in a time of war? Is it that hobbit friend? You spent so much time with that halfling, it's like your own brother doesn't even exist. Burgle, your son, needs some guidance in this eve of battle. You may not see him tomorrow. Well, yeah, and you? Baragon looks calm, yet troubled. A moment passes before he speaks. It is true, my brother. Spending time with Peregrine has indeed allowed me not to dwell on the bloodshed to come. Before I met the halfling, I was worried for you, for Burgle, and for Gondor. This worrying only left my spirits in decay. With my spirits fading, I pushed those I cared about away. I'm ashamed to have been so distant to you or us. Well, what do you say? Baragon, I didn't realize the weight you have been carrying. You know that you can always share your burdens with your brother. I would treat Burgle as a son if the worst came to. Do not worry for your son. He'll be with me instead. On the battlefield, I shall protect the both of you until the bitter end. I do not want to stop your friendship with the halfling. It brings you joy and hope. That is something that we all need. Well, that's for sure. Right? Thank you, Irolas. It's good to hear that the word's coming from you. I will spend more time with my family. Hopefully, Peregrine will be able to join us. I am sure that with all you enjoy the Hobbit's company. Now, Pineleaf, there is something that I must ask of you. I believe you came here to investigate our argument, most likely on Ormitar's orders. If you would be kindly to us and keep our quarrel in secret whilst we return to our posts, we would rather not get into trouble for little family disputes. Alright, fine. So, what do I tell the captain of the guard? It was just a couple of nobles quarreling with each other. Good. I'm glad it wasn't any of my men. Those nobles spend so much time bickering and not enough time getting actual work done. Well, enough talk from me. I'll let you get back to more important matters. You are quite efficient. Perhaps you'll be willing to join the Citadel Guards one day? I think you got enough hobbits on there at the moment. Yeah. Now, what else do I have to need to do? After that quest with Baragon and Orlas, I thought maybe it's time to speak with Burgle.
Soldiers, horses, battle horns, and spears.
Greetings! Not 4 days past, I met the Prince of the Halflings! And now you! Does a Halfling army follow to come to Gondor's aid? I don't believe so. Oh, but you're for full grown like he is, right? Are you not? And a friend to the city? Then you should walk with me. I'll show you things to see, and we can go places I would be shooed away from were I alone. Here, take this whistle. I if we somehow get separated, you should use it and I'll come running. Right. So, and what kind of adventures do we plan to have in the city? Oh, first, let us go and look upon the ranks of soldiers at the gate. There have never been so many out and at the ready, as far as I can recall, and I am no small boy. Well, I certainly can't accuse you of being small, seeing how you're a head taller than I am. I am 10 years old, and soon shall be 5 feet tall. Well, I'll definitely never be 5 feet tall, that's for sure. Alright, let's go and see the ranks of the soldiers. That'll probably be out this way? And let's see. Some soldiers all over the place. Right here, you find a good view of the assembled soldiers. Here they are. There they are! If only the sun were shining, how fine their gleaming arms and armor would be! Look! There are others over there. Let us go look at the other ones, too. Right. I suppose. Hmm. Let's have a look at these. You see more soldiers. Well, what do you expect? Why, were I the enemy, I would throw down my weapons in despairs. What are these soldiers over there we should see? Which ones? These? Nothing unusual about these. Ah, how about these? You boy! You don't belong here! Get out of here! Skulking urchins in Hanar! Cross my sight again, you'll earn a bruise to show for it! Well, that's a bit of a problem. Oh! Yes?
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
The knight gives you the slightest of nods to you, and then addresses Burgle. It pains me that even in this dark hour we can't count on each and other for common kindness, yet it is ever so. Young man, know that had he raised his arm to you, I would have intervened. I saw clearly that this hobbit, your companion, was one breath from doing the same. But someone elder and stronger than you cannot always be at your side. I therefore counsel you to look before you step, and to learn to judge the character of men before they are within striking range. Look into their eyes. You will learn to know. See that one over there who has so discourteously spoke to you? An unhappy storm is writ upon his face. You may grow to be strong and maybe even take the trappings of a knight in your time, but a cautious step and keen judgment will guard you from blows that no armor ever can. Why, look at them! A cautious step and what was it? Clear judgment? I must commit these words, for they seem good ones to live by. Ha! Ha! I am shaking a bit from that mean fellow, though. I don't like to admit it. Let us look elsewhere, and something more pleasant. See the horses over there? Shall we feed some apples to them? All right, I could go to the city stables for that. We have arrived inside the stables. Now, let's find some apples, if there are any around. Ah, apples! Let's see if any of them are to the liking of the horses. Oh, this horse here? All right. There you go. Is that a horse? So we see quest rings but on the map, but we don't see quest rings over the horses' heads. So it's hard to tell. Which horses am I supposed to be feeding? There you go. I'm sure they're all munching away. I think they enjoyed that little snack. It's not only horses who enjoy a treat now and then. Oh, with you along, I might be allowed into the food monger's market. There is a monger there, Hemir he is called, who likes me well enough that he might give me something to eat. Hmm. What what that knight said about kindness was also very fine. Perhaps if I ask the right way, Hiner will send food to all the children. Let's go and find him. All right, let's go to the foodmonger's court. Actually, let's on our way out speak to this one knight again.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
I rode to Minas Tirith with Prince Imrahil of Dol Amroth. It has been a long journey, but I'm glad to be able to fight at Imrahil's side. Yes, I met his wife, Bridis, at Tardent. How is Bridis then? I bet she's keeping busy. Oh, yeah, she's keeping busy. How has Tardent fared, or the Corsair invasion I've heard of? Well, it's good news that brightens my spirits that they're all doing well, traveler. I do still long to see my home again. Come, look at the fire with me. What is this, like a beacon or something? Let's have a look. The flame burns bright with the hope of Gondor.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
This fire burns with embers of the signal fire for the lighting of the beacons. The flame before you connects me with each lit beacon. When I see this fire, I can see all the way to Nindath, overlooking the town of Tardent, where Bridis goes about her daily tasks. It is good of her to keep my home in place of beauty and calm in my absence, while I am out here protecting the prosperity of Gondor. Thank you for the news, traveler. It gives me hope, and it is a reminder of what I fight for. I shall one day return home. One day return home. I hope that's true. I have found the foodmonger's court. Hello there.
Minas Tirith will surely be able to withstand an attack from the enemy, won't it?
Sweets not just for you, but also for the other children? Well, that's a bold thing to ask. Others would pay good coin for such parcel of my goods. Ah, who am I fooling? Like as not, I would have given it to you freely. Today, however, I have an errand that you may run to earn your treat. This whisk I will use to whip up cream for the pastries has come apart, and it is my favorite whisk. I ask that you bring it to Armonil, the tinker on Wright's Market, and I beg her to set it right. In return, I will have a bounty of sweets to send over for you. All right. How about that? Let us go and find this tinker. Ah, I think I found the tinker.
So many of my friends have left the city.
Well, this is an odd pairing. Oh, so old Himnar's favorite whisk finally failed him. Go lightly with it, I told him. Ah, well, let me make it look at it and see what I can do. You come back in a while, and with any luck, I'll have it fixed. All right. We'll see how lucky we are in that. What do we do in the meantime? A thought suddenly strikes me. Say, when did you get here, Pineleaf? Were you upon the Pelennor when Lord Faramir came back to us? In fact, I was. How I should like to have seen that. I went to the gates with Pippin, that's the prince of the halflings I spoke of, and when all the men arrived from Belfalis and Lothroth and elsewhere. That was a sight to see, but they only rode in to on their horses. That's fine, but it is nothing to a fight. How would you like to go up to the walls and see what we can? I hear the enemy is within Ramazakor now, and would like dreadfully to see how it is. I can hardly imagine it. Oh, believe me, I can imagine it. Oh boy, can I imagine it. What will we find upon the walls? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.